Hello guys, this is Boomer here and welcome back to another video, and today this is episode 115 of Desert Survival, and I am going to be doing something extremely stupid today. I already made a backup, so if my world crashes, backup is there. I am going to be experimenting with entities. Let's just put it that way. But before we go do that, I actually have discovered something off camera that I want to show you. So we're in the kitchen, and as you can see, I have a bit of desert survival chicken and some desert survival bread. And if I just combine the two together, like this, cook it, and we go down here, we get fried chicken. Oh yeah, let's freaking go. I've already tried it. It is addicting, especially with the breading. I'm definitely gonna be eating fried chicken. Sorry, desert survival fried chicken from now on. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started on to what we will be doing today. So I've been collecting eggs, as you can see. You also might notice I'm only collecting um these eggs and not uh these eggs, and the reason why is because in order for it to be desert survival fried chicken, it has to be from desert chickens, and also because in the hot weather, the desert chicken just tastes better. It's just an objective fact. It just tastes better. But yeah, we have a lot of eggs stockpiled. I also have somewhere, oh, right here, a lot of dispensers stockpiled as well, along with comparators and repeaters. I am going to be playing around with chicken farms. Yeah, probably one of the laggiest farms in the entire game. And there's a reason why I'm doing it on this world rather than, I don't know, Bico SMP. If I did this on a server, the lag would be so bad that it would be unplayable. But I'm just hoping, due to this requiring less bandwidth or whatever than the server, and it generally running smoother, even though there's a lot more stuff. That's just something that generally happens with single player worlds. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not a computer expert. But from my knowledge, servers tend to be laggier because of that on the server side. I want to see how far we can go with this. Something else to note is that most of the lag is client side, so basically it'll only be there if we load the chunks. So I'm going to go a really far distance away from here and start setting it up there because, yeah, I don't want the entire game to lag each time I fly by spawn. That just sounds absolutely miserable. All right, let's just fly a random direction and just go far, far away and set up camp there. You know what? I'm going to grab more rockets first. Even though I still have a decent amount left, flying from there and back will definitely take up a lot of rockets. And yeah, I don't want to mess around with that. And also, I need to AFK at my mob farm pretty soon because that's running low on gunpowder. All right, off we go. And I think I'm gonna go northeast into the minigame district. I was gonna do it unironically, although I just realized there's kind of the irony that just walking into the area and just seeing if your game will crash or not is definitely a minigame, all right. The reason why is because I've been thinking about it, and probably the minigame district will be hard to fill up the entire area. So that's why I was mainly thinking about going there, but and also there's like next to nothing on the northeast side of this world, so I just want to put more stuff there, if you know what I mean. I'll probably go a bit east. A bit more east than north. Oh wow, we're in new terrain. I guess that makes sense since this area wasn't explored that much, but still. Didn't really expect to run into new terrain here. I'll go right here. And oh, also as a benefit, there are two lava pools right here. You know, every single time I venture outside of that little area that I have with the skyscrapers, I remember how much the slime proofing I've done, like 20 episodes back or whatever, has saved me. It is just so nice. Let me tell you that. Anyways, what I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get one chicken module down because they work a bit differently now from my knowledge. So this is from my knowledge and testing at least. Uh, chicken, the items that chickens drop kind of drop differently now. So most of the time when you use a chicken farm and chicken grows up and dies, the chicken will burn in lava. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna use an etho hopper clock, and we're gonna have that basically time the dispensers, and then the dispensers will go on and off like really rapidly. So yeah, without further ado, let's get one module down. Also, I think this is going to be really small compared compared to other farms. Although just even though it's so small, there's going to be so many chickens in it that I can't even really expand without me nuking my PC. So yeah, I just want to find that sweet spot where the FPS drops a little bit down here. Yeah, I have it on 60 currently. Sometimes I run it at 40, although I think that was more for my old PC. But yeah, when the FPS drops a little bit, although it's not unplayable. A few days later, I've done a bit of testing around with different chicken farm designs, and I couldn't really get anything to work on my own, so I borrowed a design from Impulse SV. There's going to be a link to it in the description down below. And basically what we do is we put this on a hopper clock, and then it'll turn on and off. We'll have it so that the lava cauldron is there for just enough time to kill the chickens. And we'll have it funnel here. I'll have like a chest, like where this lava, right next to this lava pool, like here. Then I'll have the hopper clock in the middle, and I'll have the pistons in like rows. That's kind of my original thought. But yeah, that's basically the design. And as you can see, I tested 6 chickens in here, and I got all 6 back, so I think this works pretty well. It is a bit concerning I got only 2 feathers, but it's still, even if that was from it being burned by lava, we still got a high turnout for, items, so I think this is good. So anyways, let's build a few more of these modules and see how it looks. I've got the clock set up, and I've got the chickens in, and this should work. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're enjoying it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and we're on the road to 500 subs. And you can make the difference. So make sure to do it now. Alright, let's start small, and I've got, well, it should be 6, although it's actually 4 modules in. FPS is not doing too bad. I mean, it's the exact same literally. But here's something which is just absolutely infuriating. It also is on this side as well. This piston, both of these pistons are bugged. It must be something with the chunk, I swear. But yeah, those are completely broken. So I can't use those modules. And I mean, if this is already the shit I'm running into with only 4 modules, imagine how it's going to be with 40. We've doubled in size, and I've decided to use these bugged ones and have chickens just in case. I know that they're going to be less efficient, although I think it's still worth it with these. And as you can, I mean, it's hard to tell now, although, okay, now, not all these bugged ones are created equal. Like, if you look at that row, that one's bugged, but this one is not. So yeah, I have no clue what's going on the game side. All I know is that our FPS is not down enough, and we have to double it again. By the way, I just want to show you something. Look at the entity counter. Let's just turn a bit. We have 300 entities. What am I doing with my life? What am I actually doing with my life? And I'm gonna double this as well. My old computer would not stand a chance with this. No shot. Also, if you're wondering, this computer caps out at 60 frames a second for whatever reason. So it's hard to see if there is actually an FPS drop, but yeah, I should probably said I should probably mention that. Actually, you know what? I farmed for more eggs. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this batch of eggs, throw them into more of these containers. I'll probably do 2 more, so we have 14 or so. 2 more each side, so we have like 14, or maybe 3 more and have 16. And then we're gonna call it an episode because this episode has been getting long, and yeah, I probably need to upload it. And also, I'm already getting a lot of chicken from it, even now. So yeah, but then we can just leave it to expand as a feature project if we want to. We can go further that way, or we can expand horizontally. And also, there's this according to bugs, there's this fire which keeps on going on and off on a stone block, and I have no fucking clue why. I don't know if that's a new feature or if this game or if this world is just absolutely broken. All right, and we've got all the chickens in it, and as you can see, not a single drop, and we've got 550 more or less entities. Yeah, so a lot. But yeah, I think that this is where we're gonna leave it off this episode because look at this. Look at how much chicken we have already. That is ridiculous. And I've been only AFKing here like off and on. I think it was like an hour the last time, and there was like 4 stacks or something. How much do we even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ow. God, this cursed fire is fucking with me. We unfortunately did not crash the computer or make this area laggy or whatever. Or maybe fortunately. I don't know. You decide. Probably fortunately for the better of this world, but we're gonna make it lag someday, alright? I also find it so funny how, like, along with having all these entities, this area is just so bugged. Like with this fire that just keeps on going on and off. These pistons, which just retract weirdly, like they're being powered or whatever. So I think that's just personally pretty funny. Originally, I was actually gonna make this sort of like an Area 51 sort of thing. I'm gonna have a perimeter within 16 chunks of the entire thing. Oh, yep, there's the fire again. So that we don't accidentally load it and lag our games. But I think that the fire and the invisible ghost redstone just makes this even funnier. This is actually Area 51 in Minecraft. No shit. The laws of physics break down here, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel. Dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out!